So let's talk for a moment about Larry Ellison. And this will also show all of you who believe in Trump. Trump's going to fix things. Trump's not alt-right. Trump's not a fascist. He just wants to fix America. He wants to make America good. All of you out there that believe that, these are his friends. These are the people he allies himself with. Larry Ellison has been a supporter of his for years and years. So here's an article. Larry Ellison, tech's original maverick, makes Trump era return. U.S. tech titans Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg's the other one was there. Mark Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos are taking a prominent place in the new Trump era, but another player from another era, Oracle boss Larry Ellison, is making a surprise return. Unlike most tech leaders who distanced themselves from Trump in 2016, Ellison offered his early support. Today, he ranks among the world's wealthiest individuals with a fortune of $230 billion, only behind Musk and Bezos. Trump's first full day in office, Ellison made an unexpected White House appearance to unveil an AI infrastructure project alongside OpenAI Sam Altman, SoftBank's Masayoshi Son. Trump said, "He's sort of CEO of everything. He's an amazing man," Trump enthused while introducing his longtime ally. So, loves Larry Ellison. By the way, fun fact, Larry Ellison had his head replaced like 10 years ago. So if you'll notice in photos, clearly a prosthetic head. Here's a little bit, and I'll, by the way, I know this is a Twitter feed, but this guy's amazing. Z Squirrel, he did some awesome uncovering of the Israel's lies about October 7th. Does really great work. Anyway, Trump wants Larry Ellison to take over TikTok. So along with the AI infrastructure, he's also talking about Larry Ellison taking over TikTok. By the way, Trump delayed the ban of TikTok, but for like 75 days or 90 days or something, but it still has to be sold to an American company, which so far has been like a non-starter. So it's not even clear that TikTok won't ultimately get banned, but he's trying to sell it to Elon Musk or Larry Ellison or something. Ellison, as this account says, is a deranged fanatical Zionist Epstein associate who has funded the expansion of illegal Israeli settlements, land thefts, and the IDF, and he's offered an oracle position to Netanyahu. So basically, if he takes over TikTok, it will be in conjunction with Mossad, is their analysis. And he highlights articles showing Larry Ellison involved in Israeli land theft, etc. Here's some more fun facts about Ellison if you want to really love the guy. He is basically fondly, and there's a picture of his prosthetic head in case you wanted to see it. He's fondly predicting a rise of modern surveillance states in which, quote, citizens will be on their best behavior because everything will be monitored. This is the guy Trump is in bed with. So anybody who's a MAGA supporter who thinks they're going to get freedom from Donald Trump or thinks there's not going to be surveillance and he's going to defend our rights and all that, no, the polar opposite. Now, Biden was the same, right? All of this surveillance. I mean, there's no level of surveillance that Biden was like fighting against in his 4 years in office. So same on surveillance, Biden and Trump and Harris. But Larry Ellison has talked fondly about citizens, quote unquote, being on their best behavior because everything is being monitored. And then Whitney Webb points out the fact that this guy, meaning Sam Altman, and Larry Ellison, who is pushing digital ID and says surveillance will force all of us on our best behavior, were platformed day one at the White House, and the executive branch is touting their outsized role in U.S. AI infrastructure should be a major cause for concern. She says people misunderstand the World Economic Forum, what it does, in my opinion, but its most obvious and overt goal, as a group is to facilitate digital transformation and the Great Reset. Expect that many of those Great Reset policy agendas to be marketed as free market, private sector innovation. Expect some of the independent media figures who claim to be against the Great Reset now support its very policies under different sales pitches, because they are bright, aren't they? They are the bright ones. I also like to point out that most of what the World Economic Forum is it's the outward-facing goals of the globalists, the ruling elite, the richest of the rich. It's what they want you to believe they're doing. So it's all kinds of, it's endless talk about climate change, about caring about the environment, caring about human rights. Like, that's a lot of what Davos is and the World Economic Forum is. It's not the behind closed doors stuff. Like, that's the real stuff you got to worry about, is the stuff they're not forwardly talking to you about. Larry Ellison's Oracle started as a CIA project. That's right. As did, at least connected to CIA, as did Facebook and Google. They all had In-Q-Tel, CIA venture capital funds connected to them. Vox somehow, he's talking about the liberal outlet Vox. This is in Gizmodo, by the way. Vox somehow managed to write an entire article. And by the way, this is way back in 2014, but it doesn't matter. This is about Larry Ellison's origins. Write an entire article about the history of Oracle and its founder, Larry Ellison, without mentioning the CIA even once, which is pretty astounding given the fact that Oracle takes its name from a 1977 CIA project code name. I'd never realized that. And that the CIA was Oracle's first customer. So Trump literally, day one, says, CIA, please take over the White House, as if they hadn't already. Oracle has always been a significant player in the national security industry, and that its founder would not have made his billions without helping to build the tools of our modern surveillance state. And as mentioned before, Ellison, to this day, is very excited about surveillance on American citizens. Ellison has always been a big believer in the federal government maintaining large national databases, and he was able to be much more public about it in the months after September 11th. In fact, Ellison argued that we needed just one large national security database, one with national ID cards and mandatory iris scans, naturally. Now he switched to RFID, I think, implanted chips. He wants to have that happen as opposed to iris scans. Does it sound like these multi-billionaires perhaps want to control everyone else? Are you getting that gist at all? No? And if you need a reminder, all of these people were controlling the show before Trump got into office. Trump, it just seems to be putting them more in the front. He's just pushing them up to the front of the camera a little more.